About being complicated, I just meant it for the beginners. So here I right click on reference because I'm gonna get some nodes of the Dynamo. Here, manage nugget packages, and you can also find them here in tools, then here manage nugget packages for solution. Here in the browser I search for Dynamo Visual Programming, and then I click on this visualprogramming.core. Here in the information you can see that the dependencies, net framework of 4.8 version, so you need to install it. So here I click install to get the packages or references or DLLs which have been already defined, and by this way there is no need to write codes. Wait for a second, click on OK. Actually this warning is for about an image which is already exists in the project, so I click on yes to overwrite it again. Let me show you the image. Here it is. Anyway, I just close this. Let's go back to the projects, evens and odds. Here at first I type using. Here I'm just gonna give you an example. We will talk about all of the usings. So in this way I type using Autodesk Design Script.geometry, and for the next one interfaces, and then again using Autodesk.Design Script.runtime. Actually, with writing these usings, we are calling the syntaxes. Well, we did this here, but in the Dynamo, there's no need to just writing usings Autodesk and stuff like that. Anyway, in continue, as we are going to isolate evens and odds, so here I create a bracket, and then I type here multi-run, actually multi-return, and then I open the parenthesis and a bracket in it, but I type new just before the bracket. We call this open and close bracket, which seems like an empty container, and after that I add a brace, and then I type evens in the quotations, actually in double quotation, and then odds in double quotations in this way, and then I close the brace. Actually here I should remove the parenthesis and then replace it here in this way. Then I go to next line, public static, and then dictionary, and after that I open this character, then I type a string. We will work a string in Dynamo, and object in this way, and then out of it here I type a split odds evens, odd evens. Then I open the parenthesis, then list, and then again I create this character. int stands for integer, and then list. So in this way, as you can see, I go to next line, then I open the brace. Var stands for variable, then I name it odds, equal to new list, and then this character int for integer that we want to. Actually here I just define the integer number which we wanted. Anyway, I write a semicolon and then next line variable for evens even, actually let me capitalize O, then here equal to new list, and then int in the character, and then a closed parenthesis and semicolon. Well, until now we just specified the lists. Then I'm gonna specify to find evens and odd numbers. So I use the ring of for int. Actually not this. Let me type it for each. Check this out. Variable item in collection. But I change the list to I change the collection to list. After that I'm gonna set conditions. For example, if actually if you press tab twice, this script would be made. Anyway, if I and the percentage stands for the remainder, and then 2 to be compared to, 2 equal signs means comparison, and then 0. So if this happens, then the result would be evens dot add I in parenthesis and then semicolon, and then outside of the brace I type else and otherwise odds dot add, and then I, which means the object to be added to the end of the list, in this way. And then in continue, here out of the brace I create a variable here, d equal to new dictionary, a string, comma, and then object, and then a parenthesis and semicolon. Next line, d dot add, let me edit this, d dot add, and then the quotations, the above part which we added, evens, and then a comma, even. I close a parenthesis and a semicolon. Then in next line, d dot add, odds in double quotations, then a comma and odds, and then semicolon. And then on the next line, return d for us. Very well, in this way. As you can see, everything is well done. We do not have any errors. So I save it, and then I click on build solution, and then let's back to the Dynamo. I will continue this part in next video.